Guys, it's your girl Isabel here, and before I start the video, I'd just like to make a disclaimer. Don't send any hate to my mom or my sister if you know them. I'm just trying to cover the story of what happened. I'm not saying that you should dislike them for this whole thing. I'm not saying that they're terrible people. I'm just saying that they didn't believe me when I told them that something happened to me whilst I was home alone. So it started off when I was 14, nearly 15, because this was like a month before my 15th birthday. My cousin, she came from Brazil to England, and one day I had an argument, I think, with my mom. So she took my phone off me and she was like, "You're not coming with us on this day out. You're staying home alone." And I said, "Can't I just go to church then? I might as well go to church since it's a Sunday." And she was like, "No, if you go to church, you're gonna get punished." Like, wow, okay. So I had no choice but to be stuck home alone without using my phone. Okay, I don't even know what I was doing when it comes to this part. That really shook me inside, really scared me. I was sitting on the couch doing, I don't know what it is I was doing, and I hear some guy, I don't know what was wrong with him. He went and started banging on my door, screaming. I looked through the blinds as quick as I can. He had a Turkish guy look. It sounded like a Turkish guy. He started screaming. Oh yeah, he started screaming some things in Turkish as well. I don't know if this guy knew me, but he was screaming things in Turkish and telling me to open the door. I looked through the blind and I could see what he was wearing. Then, before this happened, I tried to sneak out the house with my bike, but I wasn't able to. I also unlocked the lock from up there, but also the key lock sort of kept the door locked, so therefore I couldn't sneak out. And I don't know if the windows were locked as well, so yeah, I couldn't sneak out through the window as well with my bike. So therefore, oh no, okay, but at least the door lock is locked. So therefore he can't try and open the door. So bear in mind, I don't know how to speak Turkish, but I went to a school full of Turks, and they would always be speaking Turkish to each other. Even the teachers would get annoyed when the Turks would like speak Turkish to each other. So yeah, I went to a school full of Turks, so I knew a little. I could bear in mind that was like a Turkish accent, and bear in mind that he probably was speaking in Turkish. So he starts screaming things in Turkish. So I sneakily went upstairs, and I was praying that this guy would leave. hide under. I would hide under the window. Okay, it was in this room because it was the other room, and I'll be like seeing, through the reflection of my car to see if he was still there. And then once he left, once I heard no more banging, I went downstairs, used the landline, and called the police on him. The police asked me like questions like what time this happened. It was a year ago, so now I can't really exactly remember what time it happened. So I told him what happened, and they asked me why I was home alone. I just made up an excuse saying that I had to study. I wasn't obviously gonna say that my mom wanted to like keep me grounded. Obviously, I wouldn't say that because then my mom would get in trouble for keeping me home alone, and yeah. But because I was grounded on that day, and I don't know if the police would have taken that excuse, so I couldn't call the police through the phone that I normally have, my smartphone, because my mom obviously took it off. So I used the landline downstairs. Honestly, because if I had my phone right now, I mean, no, not right now, the phone that I'm recording this with, I would have called the police. But I couldn't, so I had to wait for the guy to leave because I don't know, I was scared to go downstairs, and I was scared that he would have heard me calling the police on him, because the Lord knows what this guy could have possibly done next. Because yeah, so he left. He didn't come back, so I looked through the keyhole, a letterbox, and I could see my neighbours And I asked my neighbour to get her mum. I told her what happened. Then she let me in her house. I had to go through the back garden to her house. And I told her what happened. She said, oh, she couldn't hear. And that she was there from a certain time to a certain time. But she spoke to my mum on the phone. Then I spoke to my mum on the phone, and she got really annoyed with me for speaking to my neighbour about what happened. She got annoyed with me for trying to protect myself. Then, like, I don't know, my sister claims that my neighbour said that I was lying about it. She said that apparently I was just making it up. But I don't know, I didn't hear her say that. But I told her the story. Till this day, my mom and my sister think that I was making it up for attention, because I would definitely call the police for attention. I would have just definitely loved to waste the police time, because that's just the person that I am. Because I go lying about something that really scarred me for a year now. So then I got my phone back when they came back. I spoke to some of my friends about it, and I remember I was just like crying myself to sleep. My cousin came in, knocked on my door, and I told her what happened. She said, it's okay, it happened, it's gone now. Don't worry anymore. And I don't know if I was confused about like whether I should be scared to stay home alone again. But one time when I did stay home alone again, my sister said, "Hey, don't call the police on someone this time," as if I was making it up, because she and my mom didn't believe me. I'm just saying they didn't believe me. Okay. And so then I told my friends at school what happened. One of my friends said it was probably my ex, who he probably, because he's Turkish as well, he probably got his quote dad to come knocking on my door. I don't know if he was responsible, because I never took him to my house. I don't know if one of my classmates said where I live. But he would always be saying that he knows where I live, that he would come and end me and stuff, like. But the police dealt with him, so it's gone and done. I even spoke to my school police about this one time. He said maybe that person had mental illness. Honestly, maybe he did. And literally, I forgot to mention that the day before that, I spoke to some of my neighbours. I went knocking on the door to see if any of them saw him or heard him. The police, hold on, no, not about the police. Sorry, one of my neighbours. Sorry, I said the police by accident. One of my neighbours, I think they said that they did hear him banging on my door, most likely. Because I just wanted to know that somebody believed me, somebody witnessed what I did. It was very hard to know that so many people didn't see what happened, didn't witness what I did. And what really sucks for me is that my own mom and my own sister think that I was making it up for attention. Because I would just, as I've said, they think that I would just go and call the police for attention. But yeah, I went to school on that day, felt normal. I was no longer paranoid about what happened. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. Psychopath goes banging on my door, but my family didn't believe me. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till the next one, peace.